HOA sent police to my ranch. Too bad, I'm not part of their HOA and now they're being sued. The sun beat down on my ranch, a dusty 40-acre haven where I'd carved out a life free from the suffocating grip of suburbia. I'm Jake Harlan, a man who values open skies, calloused hands, and the wildflowers that bloom along my fence line, bright bursts of color that remind me of my late wife, Clara. She planted them years ago, a quiet rebellion against the sterile lawns of the nearby Willow Creek HOA. Those flowers were her legacy, and I'd be damned if anyone touched them. Enter Karen Whitmore, the self-appointed queen of Willow Creek. She moved in last year, her manicured nails and HOA rulebook clutched like weapons. Karen didn't just live in the neighborhood, she policed it. Every mailbox, every lawn, every blade of grass had to bow to her vision of perfection. My ranch, just outside the HOA's jurisdiction, was her personal affront. The wildflowers in her eyes were a weed-infested eyesore that lowered property values. She'd sent letters, left voicemails, even showed up at my gate once, demanding I rip them out. I ignored her. My land, my rules. But Karen escalated. One sweltering June morning, I heard the crunch of gravel and saw a police cruiser pull up. 2 officers stepped out, followed by Karen, her face smug, phone in hand like she was filming her victory. "Mr. Harlan," Officer Daniels said, "we got a complaint about illegal planting and property violations." "Illegal planting?" I laughed, bitter and loud. "This is my ranch, not your HOA's turf. Those flowers stay." Karen's eyes narrowed. "They're a public nuisance. They attract bees, spread seeds into our lawns. You're ruining our community." Her voice was shrill, but I caught a flicker of something else: obsession. Maybe desperation. I stood my ground, arms crossed, my cowboy hat casting a shadow over my weathered face. "You don't own me, lady. Take it up with a judge." That's when the twist came. A soft voice cut through the tension. "Mrs. Whitmore, why are you doing this?" It was Ellie, a shy teenager from Willow Creek, clutching a sketchbook. She was Clara's art student years ago, one of the few kids who'd wander out to the ranch to draw the wildflowers. "Those flowers, they're not just plants. They're Mrs. Harlan's memory. Don't you know the story?" Karen froze, her smugness cracking. Ellie's words hung heavy. Clara had died saving a kid from a runaway horse, right where those flowers grew. They weren't just blooms, they were a living memorial. The officers shifted uncomfortably. Officer Daniels cleared his throat. "Ma'am, if this land isn't under HOA jurisdiction, we can't enforce anything." Karen's face reddened, but she doubled down, insisting the flowers were a health hazard. I saw my chance. "You want to fight? Fine. I'm suing your HOA for harassment and defamation. You've been trespassing, slandering my name, and now you've wasted police time." Karen's jaw dropped, but I wasn't bluffing. I'd already called my lawyer, Sarah, a sharp woman who hated HOAs as much as I did. The lawsuit hit Willow Creek like a wildfire. Sarah dug up dirt. Karen had been fining neighbors for minor infractions, bullying them into compliance, even forging complaints to push her agenda. The HOA was a house of cards, and my case was the gust that toppled it. Neighbors started speaking out, sharing stories of Karen's reign of terror: overgrown shrubs labeled crimes, kids' chalk drawings called vandalism. Ellie's sketches of the wildflowers went viral on social media, turning Clara's memory into a rallying cry for freedom against petty tyranny. But the victory was bittersweet. At the trial, Karen took the stand, and for the first time, I saw her not as a caricature but as a person. She spoke of her late husband, a landscaper who dreamed of a perfect neighborhood. The flowers, she admitted, reminded her of him and her failure to keep his vision alive. Her obsession wasn't just control. It was grief, twisted into something ugly. I won the case, and the HOA was ordered to pay damages. But I didn't feel triumphant. Clara's flowers still bloomed, but Karen's pain lingered in my mind, a mirror to my own loss. In the end, I donated the settlement money to a community garden project, named after Clara, where anyone could plant what they wanted. No rules, no HOAs. Ellie helped design it, her sketches now murals on the garden walls. Karen disappeared from Willow Creek, her house sold quietly. Some say she moved to another state, chasing another perfect community to control. I hope she finds peace instead. The ranch is quiet now, the wildflowers brighter than ever. But every time I walk past them, I think of Clara, of Karen, of Ellie's courage, and of the fine line between standing your ground and losing your humanity. I wonder if I could have handled it differently, talked to Karen before it spiraled, seen her pain sooner. Maybe then we'd have avoided the cops, the courts, the heartbreak. What do you think? Where's the line between defending your rights and understanding someone else's pain? Share your thoughts.